Hi, Sally Walker here, your hormone and slow age expert. So what is PSA? Prostate specific antigen, as it's called. Well, it's a protein. It is actually an enzyme which is secreted by the prostate gland. And it has a very specific purpose, and that is that it liquefies the semen and allows them to then swim freely. So they're kind of, the sperm are kind of all sort of clogged together in a kind of jelly, I suppose. And this enzyme breaks down, it liquefies them so they can swim freely. That's what its main function is. And it's also believed maybe to be instrumental in dissolving the cervical mucus. So in the vaginas of the ladies, we have some mucus in our cervix, which will stop anything going through to the uterus. So it's also thought that PSA actually can dissolve this and allow then the sperm to enter the uterus. Very interesting, isn't it? Yeah. So there will be small quantities in the blood of men with a healthy prostate. And there are various things that can affect the production of PSA. So if you're doing the blood test, which measures PSA, there are certain things that you should be aware of. For example, not having sex just before you go to have your blood test, because then you automatically will have a higher PSA. So but have a look at some of the other things you should avoid before doing your PSA testing. Yeah. So it can be elevated with prostate cancer, and it can be elevated with other prostate disorders like the benign prostate hyperplasia. But it's not a definite, but it is a place to start. So therefore, it is a test that needs to be done. 45, if there's prostate cancers in the family, I would say already from about the age of 45, but definitely from the age of 50, you want to get it tested, you want to get a baseline. So what is your level? And it should be under 4 ng per milliliters. This is sort of generally considered normal. And if it goes up, so between 4 and 10, then this could be that there is a risk of the benign hyperplasias or of prostate cancers. And if it goes above the 10 and much higher, then there is a risk that this is due to cancer. So you want to get it tested, and you want to cross fingers that it's somewhere between 0 and 4 nanograms per milliliter. Okay, so funny thing here. So when I did my prep for the show, I wanted to know as much as possible about PSA. So my radio show on Thursdays on Monster Radio between 7 and 9 in the evening UK time. So I discovered that PSA is also expressed in female tissues. Okay, so yay, it's going to be in your vaginas when it comes in with the sperm. So we know this. But it can also be in breast tissue, both normal and abnormal breast tissue, including breast cancer. So we ladies apparently also produce some of this, and it's kind of a question sort of, well, why, what is this PSA? What does it otherwise do? So there is sort of some thought that it may have something to do with the immune system. It might stimulate some of the immune response, the innate immune response, as it's called. So there's something there about the PSA, so which would explain why women maybe also have it, kind of thing. So pregnant women have elevated PSAs, and also the PSA levels in the blood will actually vary during the menstrual cycle. So there's something going on there with perhaps with the production of the eggs, the estrogen levels. There's something going on which we still need to know much more about. But we are talking about the boys, and we are talking about your PSA, which is a way that we can diagnose, at least get an idea of the fact that there might be a risk for benign prostate hyperplasia, or prostate cancers, or even inflammation of the prostate as well. So then the PSA would also be up. So So as I said, it is important for mobilizing those little sperm so they can swim, but there is some connection with the immune system, which is not completely in place as yet. But there is something going on there, and that might explain why ladies also do produce some. I've no idea where they produce it. Possibly in their breast tissue, possibly in their vaginas. I'm not sure. I don't even know if we know where it's produced. But anyway, the boys are producing it in their prostate, and it is important, and it needs to be tested. Happy hormones, happy life.